Papua New Guinea's national cabinet is facing a fierce backlash after resolving to expedite what has been called a grand shopping list of projects, including the development of a space agency. 70 projects are outlined in a confidential cabinet decision that has been seen and verified by the ABC. The list includes acquiring a luxury island in partnership with a Congolese rapper, exploring the potential for a world-class Formula One track, creating a Silicon Valley-style hub for entrepreneurs, developing post-quantum cryptography solutions and setting up a spy agency with training from Israel. 1. Seat of Government Project. NEC has already been approved and is ready to go to tender and will be implemented through PPP Center. Already approved by 3 NEC meetings. 2. National AL and Cryptocurrency Development Project. Establish AL-driven financial technology infrastructure. Develop blockchain-based financial solutions. Enhance digital transaction security. Position PNG as a leader in AL-driven economic transformation. 3. Legal tender change during anniversary, September 2025 to September 2026. Address black economy and unbanked cash reserves. Implement a phased transition to new currency notes. Strengthen financial regulations and compliance. Increase digital banking adoption. 4. Cumul Satellite Project. NEC approved, awaiting cost-benefit decision by KPMG. Enhance nationwide communications infrastructure. Reduce dependency on foreign satellites. Improve national security through advanced satellite monitoring. 5. Starlink entry into PNG. Facilitate high-speed satellite internet access. Expand connectivity in rural and remote areas. Support education, healthcare, and emergency services. Reduce internet costs and enhance competition. 6. Unified Payment Interface (UPI). Funded by Indian High Commission and built by NPC India. Enable real-time digital transactions. Improve financial inclusion. Secure and efficient banking integration. 7. Cryptocurrency, blockchain, and digital exchange HQ in Finschhafen. NEC Decision 2019 approved establishment. Develop blockchain-powered Tenancia platforms. Attract global fintech investments. Position PNG as a hub for digital finance. 8. Net Zero Carbon Zone, NZGZ, in Finschhafen Special Economic Zone, FSEZ. Feasibility study by SMEC. Develop eco-friendly industrial zone. Promote carbon-neutral economic activities. Enhance PNG's commitment to climate change mitigation. 9. Nadzab Mining Township Development. Feasibility study by SMEC. Plan for mining industry housing and infrastructure. Encourage investment in sustainable resource development. Improve worker conditions and local economy. 10. Blockchain Payment System. Ongoing project under PNG Finance Department. Improve transparency and security in digital transactions. Strengthen PNG's financial ecosystem. Reduce fraud and cyber risks. 11. West New Britain Geothermal Project. Feasibility study by SMEC. Harness geothermal energy for power generation. Support sustainable industrial expansion. Reduce reliance on fossil fuels for energy. 12. Karemiu Net Zero Carbon Zone. Establish eco-friendly economic activities. Leverage renewable energy sources. Implement carbon sequestration technologies. Support green industrial development. 13. Gold Project, LBMA Certified Refinery and National Mint. Independent Cost-Benefit Analysis by Emist and Young, EY. Develop a London Bullion Market Association, LBMA, Certified Gold Refinery and establish a national mint. Ensure environmental and sustainability compliance. Create job opportunities in the mining sector. 14. BUNU Water Supply Project. Requires 1 NEC approval for loan drawdown from China EXIM. Improve clean water access for local communities. Develop water distribution infrastructure. Enhance sanitation and public health. 15. Woodlark Tourism Project. Develop tourism industry through international partnerships. Promote PNG's unique cultural and natural heritage. Build sustainable resorts and ecotourism attractions. Generate employment and revenue in hospitality. 16. Rego Rice Commercial Project. Independent cost-benefit analysis under PPP model by EY. Strengthen PNG's food security and reduce import dependency. Introduce mechanized rice farming techniques. Expand agribusiness investment opportunities. 17. Morobe Starch Project. Conduct feasibility study for large-scale starch production. Boost export potential of PNG's agricultural sector. Improve value-added processing in food production. Support rural farmer engagement and market access. 18. Advanced manufacturing and materials. Develop 4D printing technology for smart materials. Research self-healing polymers for industrial applications. Enhance production of biodegradable plastics. Introduce owl-driven vertical farming for high-yield urban agriculture. 19. Cybersecurity and blockchain. Implement zero-trust security models. Develop post-quantum cryptography solutions. Strengthen decentralized identity management. Expand Web3 and decentralized finance, DeFi, applications. 20. Industrial hemp, emerging technologies and applications. Expand cultivation and processing of industrial hemp. Promote sustainability in bioplastics and textiles. Introduce hemp-based construction materials. Establish PNG as a global leader in hemp innovation. 21. Biofuel and alternative energy development. Develop large-scale biofuel production facilities. Integrate biofuel use in PNG's transport and energy sectors. Reduce carbon emissions through alternative energy. Expand energy security initiatives. 22. Methanol refinery feasibility study. Conduct feasibility study led by SMEC. Position PNG as a methanol production hub. Secure global partnerships for investment. 23. Petroleum refinery plant. Feasibility study conducted by SMEC. Develop domestic petroleum refining capacity. Reduce reliance on imported petroleum products. Expand PNG's energy self-sufficiency. 24. Feedstock plant development. Feasibility study by SMEC. Establish plant-based alternative feedstock industries. Boost PNG's agricultural sector growth. Reduce dependency on imports for feedstock. 25. Green steel plant development. Feasibility study by SMEG. Implement low-carbon steel production technology. Expand PNG's manufacturing industry. Develop local workforce in metallurgy and engineering. 26. China PNG Agriculture Park. Update feasibility study through CRIG. Strengthen PNG's role in Asia-Pacific food supply. Expand large-scale agribusiness operations. Improve agricultural technology and production efficiency. 27. Train systems in PNG feasibility study. Feasibility study, ed by China Railway and CRIG. Develop passenger and freight rail systems. Boost national transport and economic connectivity. Reduce road congestion and carbon emissions. 28. Green cement and limestone project. Secure investment from AG and international investors. Establish low-carbon cement production facilities. Ion materials. Reduce PNG's dependence on imported construction materials. Improve sustainability in the building industry. 29. Kimmel Space Agency. Establish PNG's FRST space research and satellite program. Develop satellite monitoring for climate and security. Expand PNG's role in global space exploration. Partner with international space agencies. 30. Cumul Intelligence Agency, KIA. Strengthen PNG's national intelligence framework. Enhance cybersecurity and counter-terrorism measures. Establish partnerships with Israel for intelligence training. Modernize national security infrastructure. 31. Safe Cities Feasibility Study. Conduct feasibility study for Port Moresby, La, Hagen, and Kakapo. Implement AI-driven security monitoring systems. Improve public safety and emergency response systems. Develop smart city solutions for urban centers. 32. Pharmaceutical plant. Feasibility study led by EY. Develop domestic medicine production capacity. Improve access to essential medicines. Strengthen PNG's healthcare industry. 33. LAF PNG digital currency. Establish PNG's first central bank-backed digital currency. Enhance financial inclusion and cashless transactions. Strengthen PNG's digital economy framework. 34. Outsource payroll and HR functions. Deloitte-led assessment of payroll outsourcing. Improve efficiency in public sector HR functions. Reduce administrative costs in government operations. Enhance transparency and accountability. 35. Privatization of PNG Power. Unbundling PNG Power Ltd for efficiency. Review of existing independent power producers, IPPs. Strengthen energy infrastructure and grid management. Improve access to affordable electricity. 36. Commercial honey production. Feasibility study by EY. Expand PNG's honey industry for export. Improve beekeeping and processing techniques. Strengthen rural economic development. 37. Waste-to-energy plants. Feasibility study by SMEC. Develop energy solutions from waste processing. Reduce landfill dependency. Expand sustainable energy generation. 38. Parliament D-Wing and Parliament Redevelopment Project. Collaborate with Peddlethorpe Firm, the original designers of the National Parliament House, to design the new D-Wing and redevelop existing facilities. Implement major upgrades in infrastructure and facilities for the National Parliament House. Enhance operational efficiency and security of the Parliament complex through modernized architecture and sustainability-focused designs. New look for PNG's National Parliament. 39. PPP model for District Hospital Program. Conduct cost-benefit analysis for hospital projects. Establish PPP standards and selection criteria. Expand healthcare facilities nationwide. Improve medical service delivery. 40. PNG Digital Economy Initiative. Expand nationwide digital transformation programs. Develop PNG's e-commerce and fintech sectors. Strengthen cybersecurity policies. Enhance digital literacy and workforce training. 41. PNG Maps, National Mapping and Geospatial Development. Update Google Maps with PNG's road networks, destinations, and infrastructure. Develop advanced geospatial mapping for urban planning and resource management. Integrate satellite data and GIS technology to enhance national security and land administration. Enhance resource mapping for mining, agriculture, and environmental conservation. 42. Exploring silicon production in PNG. Conduct a feasibility study led by SMEC to assess silicon mining and production potential. Identify key regions for high-purity silica sand extraction and processing. Establish potential industrial applications for silicon in PNG's technology and manufacturing sectors. Develop a roadmap for sustainable and environmentally responsible silicon production. 43. Cost-benefit analysis on coal production in PNG. Conduct a comprehensive feasibility study by SMEC and the Big Four accounting firms. Assess economic viability, environmental impact, and long-term sustainability of coal production. Explore domestic and export market potential for coal in PNG. Develop regulatory and policy frameworks for responsible coal mining and energy production. 44. Exploring quantum computing in PNG. Assess the feasibility of quantum computing infrastructure in PNG. Collaborate with global technology firms and research institutions. Identify high-impact applications in cybersecurity, logistics, and national data systems. Develop capacity-building programs to train local experts in quantum technologies. 45. Exploring machine learning in PNG. Conduct a feasibility study to implement machine learning applications in key industries. Support AI-driven innovation in agriculture, healthcare, and financial services. Develop national policies for ethical AI and machine learning use. Establish partnerships with international AI research labs and tech companies. 46. PNG Startup and Venture Capital Hub. Create a Silicon Valley-style innovation hub for PNG entrepreneurs. Establish a funding and mentorship ecosystem for technology and business startups. Facilitate venture capital investment for PNG's emerging enterprises. Develop incubation and accelerator programs to support startups. 47. Newport Moresby International Airport, PPP model. Design and build a new international terminal for PNG under a public-private partnership model. Improve international air traffic capacity and tourism opportunities. Develop world-class aviation infrastructure with modern facilities. Enhance PNG's connectivity as a global transport hub. 50. PNG Energy Potential Mapping by SMEC. Conduct a nationwide mapping of PNG's hydro, solar, wind, and other renewable energy sources. Identify key sites such as Karamui and Purari rivers for future energy projects. Develop a comprehensive energy investment roadmap. Support PNG's transition to a sustainable and diversified energy sector. 51. Nadzab Airport Precinct Development. Develop airport land for both commercial and residential areas. Leverage existing NAC concept and collaborate with Morobe provincial government. Position the project as a foreign direct investment (FDI) opportunity. Establish an integrated economic hub around Nadzab Airport. 52. National Drone Delivery Systems. Utilize AI and drone technology for logistics, medical supply transport, and mapping. Improve access to essential services in remote and rural areas. Develop regulatory and operational frameworks for large-scale drone deployment. Enhance national security, surveillance, and emergency response capability. 53. Lutheran University Masterplan Development. Establish campuses in Morobe, Highlands, New Guinea Islands, and southern regions. Partner with Evangelical Lutheran Church of Papua New Guinea, ELCPNG, to develop a new national university. Focus on education in technology, business, health sciences, and sustainable development. Ensure modern infrastructure and global academic partnerships for high-quality tertiary education. 54. Agritech Vertical Farming. Implement high-yield, AI-driven vertical farming for urban food security. Utilize hydroponics and automated irrigation to maximize productivity. Reduce dependency on food imports through advanced agritech solutions. Establish PNG as a leader in sustainable and innovative farming technologies. 55. Floating aquaponic farms. Develop offshore floating farms integrating aquaculture and hydroponics. Improve food sustainability in coastal and island regions of PNG. Provide economic opportunities for local fisheries and agribusiness. Reduce environmental impact by utilizing self-sustaining water ecosystems. 56. Fully automated dairy farms. Establish smart dairy farms with AI-driven livestock monitoring. Improve milk production efficiency and reduce operational costs. Enhance local dairy industry and reduce reliance on imports. Promote eco-friendly and sustainable dairy farming techniques. 57. World-class sports hub and NRL PNG bid feasibility, PPP model. Develop a state-of-the-art sports complex in anticipation of PNG's NRL bid. Include world-class stadiums, training facilities, and sports academies. Attract global sports partnerships and international sporting events. Operate under a public-private partnership, PPP, model for long-term sustainability. 58. Feasibility for a world-class film studio in PNG. Develop a high-end film production studio for movie-making and media industry growth. Attract Hollywood and international filmmakers to PNG's unique landscapes. Establish film education programs and partnerships with global production companies. Promote PNG's cultural heritage and storytelling on the world stage. 59. Feasibility study for a palm oil refinery and fractionation plant. Conduct a feasibility study for establishing a large-scale palm oil refinery and fractionation plant. Enhance PNG's capacity to process raw palm oil into high-value products for local and international markets. Great employment and economic opportunities for smallholder palm oil farmers. Ensure sustainable and environmentally friendly practices in palm oil processing. 60. Feasibility, design, and construction of a Formula One racing circuit, PPP model. Conduct a feasibility study for establishing a world-class Formula One racing circuit in PNG. Develop a business model under a public-private partnership, PPP, to attract global motorsport investors. Position PNG as a premier destination for international racing events. Create tourism, job opportunities and economic growth through motorsport infrastructure. 61. Feasibility, design, and construction of automated container terminals, PPP model. Develop fully automated container terminals to enhance PNG's maritime logistics capabilities. Improve trade efficiency and port operations with AL and robotic automation. Partner with international logistics firms under a PPP model. Strengthen PNG's role as a strategic hub for global trade and shipping. 62. Feasibility, design, and construction of world-class medical tourism hospitals, PPP model. Conduct feasibility studies for establishing internationally accredited medical tourist hospitals in PNG. Develop high-end heart care facilities specializing in advanced surgeries and treatments. Attract global patients seeking affordable and high-quality medical care. Operate under a PPP model, ensuring financial sustainability and world-class healthcare services. 63. Feasibility for commercial avocado farming in partnership with Israeli company, PPP model. Explore large-scale commercial avocado farming in PNG. Partner with an Israel agricultural company to introduce advanced farming techniques. Expand PNG's agricultural exports and create economic opportunities for local farmers. Implement sustainable water management and irrigation technologies. 64. Maitre Gims Island Project. Partner with international music artist Maitre Gims to acquire and develop a luxury island in PNG. Generate investment and media attention, showcasing PNG's unique island landscapes to the world. 65. Lagape and Pordra Energy Hub. Develop a comprehensive energy infrastructure project in the Lagape and Pordra/Pila districts. Utilize major river system for hydroelectric power and energy production. Partner with the Lagape District Development Authority, DDA, SMEC, AG. Establish renewable energy initiatives and integrate sustainable energy development. 66. AWR Agriculture Hub. Revitalize a war plantation in Bojia district for large-scale cocoa and copra farming. Develop additional plantations in Bojia for diversified agriculture. Establish a world-class chocolate factory in partnership with Belgian investors. Create job opportunities and expand PNG's agricultural export markets. 67. Export-import business case development with Customs Commission. Conduct full technical feasibility and business case study for PNG's export-import sector. Work with Customs and the Internal Revenue Commission, IRC, to enhance import substitution industries. Develop industry-based knowledge and infrastructure to boost PNG's manufacturing sector. Establish a roadmap for local factory development and industrial growth. 68. Feasibility and business case for an integrated energy park. Conduct a feasibility study for a world-class integrated energy park similar to Jurong Island in Singapore. Work with SMEG for technical feasibility and engage one of the Big Four for financial modeling. Explore options for a centralized industrial hub for energy production, refining, and distribution. Attract foreign direct investment, FDI, and multinational energy partners. 69. Feasibility on a lead processing plant in PNG. Develop a comprehensive proposal for a lead processing plant in PNG. Conduct feasibility studies with SMEC or another reputable international consultancy. Assess economic, environmental, and logistical aspects of establishing a lead industry. Submitted by the Minister for National Planning for inclusion in the Special Projects list. 70. Coconut Downstream Processing Hub Feasibility in PNG. Conduct a feasibility study for a large-scale coconut processing hub. Partner with Coconas Industry Corporation, KIK, of PNG to expand value-added coconut industries.